So, so yeah, Dusty Hill. I saw him on the, I didn't see ZZ Top, but once, I do believe. Hi, good morning. I figured it out. So, and my hair is all nice and slicked back because I just got done mowing. And then I had a communique after that I had to take care of. And and then I was running a little late. So, hi. So anyway, I saw ZZ Top on the Eliminator tour, which was great. Sammy Hagar was supposed to open, but they had a little disagreement. And ZZ's like, we're not opening for Sammy. Sammy's not opening for them. So I don't know. Where are the days where you can just go, it's going to all be cool. Why don't you open this date and open this date? I mean, I don't know why they don't have business meetings about this. Why do they get on the road and decide, that's not the way it's going to be? I mean, I get it. I've been in a band for years, and things just don't get communicated because people think they'll, if they say something, it's not going to happen, and you're like, so they don't say things, and then when it comes time, it's a big blow up, and it's ridiculous for everybody involved, including the fans who are there just to see a cool rock show. We don't think any less of one or the other. It's what's so weird. It's like, why do we have to get into that? I don't know. That's a weird thing. So, also here, this is a quick shot of some Go Game Go shirts. There are Hammer Away shirts that are available also on TeePublic. So make sure you get out there and check those out. Here is the, wow, really? Is that the way it's going to go? There's that. And there's that. There you go. You can visit the store and check things out. We've got Hammer Away shirts in there, and you can get the first edition of the Hammer Away shirt. I'm getting ready to change it up a little bit, so you can get that before. And you know what color looks really good? The gray is really good. I really like the gray, and I love the red too. The red came out very well. I might have to get a green one beforehand too, so before I let that design go. But there it is for TeePublic if you want to get out there and check that out. I'm getting ready to head out to, I'm sorry, I just heard something outside. That must be a squirrel out there. So getting ready to check out Rockin' Pod coming up, and good morning to Back from the Dead. So anyway, I'm getting ready to head down to that. So it should be a lot of fun. Got a lot of friends there. If it's my understanding is correct, Frank Domino may be there with Punky Meadows. I'm waiting to get an exact on that, but Billy Sheehan's going to be there. Ron Keel will be there. I'm going to meet up with my friend through Facebook and through my fandom where I love Steeler. So I'm going to get to meet Rick Fox, and I'm going to hang out with some friends, including a gentleman who's also been on the show. Billy's been on the show. Ron Keel will be on the show later on this month for kind of a latter celebration of my 6 months on the show here with all of you. So thank you for tuning in and enjoying the show. And subscribe. Yeah, make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit that notification so you know when things are happening. Like Back from the Dead knew I was going to be here today at 10. So we have a little quick one. So so it should be a lot of fun. I have to be back though. Unfortunately, I got to be back at a gig over the weekend. So I'll be down there for a bit and then heading back. Gig then, and then a rehearsal on Monday. How about that? Still stuff to practice. Thanks again to my buddy Guy. That's funny, buddy Guy, right? For coming over last night. We did a quick little rehearsal, went through some songs because we have to, because I'm very busy this week. Good things on the way. So I'll keep you up on that. Things to, we went through that, and then now let's do some unboxing. Okay. Let's get into that. Shall we? I need to have an unboxing theme and a cool lightning thing, don't I? I think so. I'll work on that. I am working on that. I was in After Effects the other day. So we've got a bunch of stuff here. I've got, you know what? Let me show you the whole deck of cards first, and then we shall deal them and see what we've got. I have an idea. I've got an inkling of what is here. Look at this. This is crazy. So I've got an inkling of what's here, but that doesn't mean I know for a fact. And I definitely don't know what's in each one. So here we go. We're going to start with this guy here. All right. And yes. All right. All right. All right. These are the guys I want to talk to you about. So first off, we've got Hybrid Ice. This is the No Rules CD. I ordered them. And again, the cool thing is on Hybrid Ice, when you order them, $15 for this. And I also got Mind's Eye, their newest one, which is 2009. This was 87 and 2009 here. This one is $10 and this one is 15. And I'll give you one more nugget in just a minute. But I will get on to the next one here. Let's try this one, see what we got. Are you as excited as I am? You have to be. That's the only way to be, right? I don't know. You'd be excited for me. I don't know. Life is busy. I hope everybody's doing all right out there. Is everybody keeping busy? You know, summer's almost to a close. School's about ready to start again. They got back to school sales going on right now. And the no tax weekend stuff is going on. So I'm sure there's all kinds of things happening out there. And now is actually the time I need to start looking at my new computer. Now, here's one. This is going to be a little unexpected, I bet, for a lot of you. And a lot of you may be going, really? But, you know, it's a part of mine. It's a guilty pleasure. There you go. It's a guilty pleasure movie. It would have probably hit my list. In fact, I think we talked about it because of Michael Beck. Michael Beck is the gentleman who was really big in films late 70s into the 80s. And he was the lead guy in Warriors. The Warriors, you guys remember that film? If you haven't ever seen The Warriors, you've got to watch it. There's such great, I don't know. It's not just necessarily that it's a sign of that time. It's just, there's a lot of creative, fun stuff. It's deals with gangs, but then it's almost like a graphic novel. If they'd have had big graphic novels going on then and movies made, The Warriors would have been one of them. And it, because it has some great makeup stuff in it and some good people in it. So Michael Beck went on to be in what comes up on our show periodically, especially with Papa Pete, is Megaforce. So it was in our last Wednesday's Go Game Go show. It was mentioned. So anyway, but Michael Beck was big at the time. I'm trying to think of what else he was in. He was kind of like the Jan Michael Vincent, you know, back in that time. Sharp looking dude, great cheekbones, you know, and so anyway, but that was it. But here he was as the love interest for Olivia Newton-John in Xanadu on Blu-ray. That was, you know, it wasn't one that I thought, gotta get it, have to have it, but I don't know, nostalgia wise, you know, it's great for me. The film is fun. Some of the things you may not know, it does have Gene Kelly in it as well. And one of the big things too that you want to check out, if you end up checking this out, maybe you've seen it for years and love it and didn't know that the dance part in the middle where they fuse the rock and rollers, which are kind of glam rock and rollers and kind of new wave-ish, and you know that real that Razor guitar sound, you know, that kind of that mid-rangey kind of that buzzsaw kind of sound. It's not the greatest guitar sound of all time, but that was kind of big at the time. And they merged these two groups. Well, the lead guy in the rock and roller side is Fee Waybill from the Tubes. So I don't know if you knew that. Check it out. Also, we were just talking about the group of us in our show. We were just talking about Tower Records, and Tower Records makes an appearance in there like it did in FM a couple of years earlier. And on the wall, because Michael Beck plays a guy who paints the big murals, the copies of album covers. So he would get this vinyl album, the vinyl of this, and he would recreate this painting to be displayed out in front of Tower Records. And ELO's Out of the Blue is on the wall there because they did the music, of course, for Xanadu. So there you go. So that's pretty cool. I'm eager to watch that. Like I say, I'm not sitting there going, "Ooh, this is the greatest movie ever," and I can't wait to watch. No, it's not like that. But it's a fun movie, so I'm eager to watch it. So we're shutting up about that. And but Fee Waybill, check that out. It's pretty cool. I don't, these. Well, okay, it worked out pretty easily that time. Who knew? All right, what did we get here? Oh, look at that. The triple feature. I'm not really in love with the last one, or really the second one, but and I get $5 off of Suicide Squad, which I ended up buying for like $3 or something, or $1. I don't remember. I got it over there. But look at this. We were just talking about Richard Donner on the show Wednesday nights, and we have Superman 1 and 2, the Richard Donner version, and then this joke. There were some really cool scenes in this. Don't get me wrong. The effects in this movie were really cool. The scene with the plane is a lot of fun in the beginning and stuff. I mean, it was a flop, and it's, as far as a full movie, not good. But it had some great visual effects. I was really impressed with that. Enough, in the commercial that I wanted to go see it. And I don't really watch trailers. Ask my family. I don't like them. In fact, one time, a friend of my son was joking with me at my son's wedding. He was joking with me that he was going to send me a copy of Iron Man 3, which not my favorite Iron Man. It's not as bad as I thought it was since I've rewatched it again. But he said, "I'm going to send you a copy of Iron Man 3 for your birthday." And I didn't want to know who was doing the voice of Ultron. And he goes, "And I'm going to put a note in it as who's doing the voice of Ultron." So he did end up sending me that for my birthday, but he did not tell me who it was. Hey, look at that. So remember what I said, the hybrid ice. I ordered them, and I forgot that my buddy just loaned me the first one. So I had to get back on, and I kind of screwed myself out of $4 because I should have just ordered them all together and saved myself some shipping. So there's the first album. So now we have all 3 hybrid ice. Okay. And I'll get back to that in just a minute. It just so happens that I opened those up first. So I got one left. Uno más. So let's give this a look. See, this is after doing all of this. Yes, I remember. It's not like, oh, well, I forgot I ordered that. No, that's not it. But when I see it, oh, that's interesting. Okay, I'm going to have to check this out because I'm going to have to find out if I can play this. But on a Blu-ray, Trick or Treat. Look at that. Trick or Treat, but it's called Ragman. So I don't know if this is in a region that I can watch. And I think my phone is ringing. I don't know who that is, but we'll have to find out later. So that's it. Well, I'll take a look at that, though. Trick or Treat. Everybody should be familiar with this, may not be familiar with this. They altered the artwork a little bit here. The lightning wasn't part of it originally, so they've added the lightning. Anybody a Seinfeld fan? When he talks about commercials where you got a stomach problem, and he's like, you always notice that there's lightning in the stomach. Do you ever think they go to the doctor to ask him about what's wrong, and the doctor looks at him and goes, "Oh, what seems to be the problem?" "Oh, it's my stomach." "Oh, it's your stomach. Are you experiencing any lightning?" I love that. Yes. And this is true. Back from the Dead. Of course, it's the reason that I don't watch them. When I go to the theater, well, which I don't know if I'm ever going to do again. And it's got nothing to do with concerns about health. It's got everything to do with I'm done with the way people decide to act in theaters. I don't know if I want to tell this. Okay. Should I tell the tale? I'll tell you the tale. This is one of the reasons I don't ever really want to go back. Because, I mean, televisions these days, you've got a movie experience in your home. Whether you have surround sound, some major kick-ass system, a projector, maybe that's what you have. You have a movie. Some people have movie rooms. They have cinema rooms where they have seats that are, they come, whatever it is. But you know what? You know what you can't do at the theater? You can't pause the movie to use the restroom. You can't, and these are all the things that are selfish reasons, right? I mean, I don't suppose you could argue that everything's a selfish reason, but here's my deal. You can have all of your comforts and still experience somewhat of a theater situation in your home these days. And the other side of it is that I sat down at a Spider-Man movie one day, and there was a gentleman there with his two kids, and the daughter, I could overhear that the daughter wasn't even thrilled to be there. Didn't even really want to be there. Okay. So I didn't quite understand why they ended up there if she didn't want to see it. But then as the movie's going on, the father ends up falling asleep. Okay. And you're like, well, people fall asleep. I've fallen asleep at movies before, and movies that I like. I've fallen asleep at movies that I ended up didn't liking that I didn't like. Didn't liking. I don't know. I kind of like that. So we may have a new phrase, didn't liking. The didn't liking Viking. That would be me. I've done that. I've fallen asleep, but this gentleman fell asleep across his children. He laid across their laps and fell asleep. I'm like, why didn't you just stay at home? It's a very uncomfortable situation, which is, I'm not saying he's doing anything bad, horrific. It was embarrassing if I was the kid and I didn't want to be there in the first place. And then I would be embarrassed. And again, though, it's not like it was anything brutal and nothing mean, but it's just embarrassing, first off. And secondly, just think about it. It's the reason that I have what I say at the end of every show. When you walk out your door, and this is the first time we'll hear it again. But you walk out that door, you're in everybody else's world. They're not in yours. So when you're falling asleep across your children in a theater, instead of just being at your own home, enjoying a movie maybe that they want to see. I mean, you can go to the county library for free. You can get movies. You can easily pick out a movie that one child likes and the other child likes and watch them both. And then you can say, you know what? Dad's a little tired. While we're watching this, do you mind if I might nod off a little bit? Or don't even say anything. Just fall asleep in the couch, whatever. Just say, oh man, I fell asleep. And I realize that maybe they don't want to be at the home. I don't know what it is. It's too bad. But anyway, I'm very sorry for those situations, but that's one of the reasons that I don't want to go. I've had to listen to too many people asking questions. It's just not enjoyable. So that's it. That's my opinion, blah, blah, blah. So cool stuff today. Thank you for joining me for this. Also, the last word I will say is about hybrid ice. And I was put on there, will winter be coming? Yes, hybrid ice. Will have an interview so far with Robert Richardson, keyboardist for Hybrid Ice. So he'll be here on the show. So we'll get to talk about that and talk about the music. In the meantime, check it out. Go to their website. and check out their music, support them, and the music, $15, and it's, you just pay for a few bucks for shipping. So if you get them all at once, it's cheaper. Instead of going, ooh, I like that, I'll get the other ones. Well, and then you're going to pay shipping again. So do yourself a favor, just buy the lot, $45 for 3 great CDs and the shipping. And remember, Magdalene, which was recorded originally and written by Hybrid Ice, was a Boston tune. And actually one of the gentlemen in the band ended up playing with Boston for a bit. And if my phone was right here with me, I'd remind myself of who that was. I was talking to my friend Rick Galliano, is from that area originally, and he's the one that turned me on to Hybrid Ice. So thank you, Rick. I appreciate it. So we look forward to getting you when that's going to happen. Join us tonight. Timothy Gaines from Striper will be joining us for a quick chat about what's going on now. He's got some cool stuff happening. Again, we may bounce on a couple of classic things, but he's lived that life, talked about that life, and that's but if you want, if you've got questions, please join us live and chat them over here, just like Back from the Dead is doing. It's over there for me. Just like that, chat in and make some comments about some things. Just make them cool. Be cool on your comments and cool on your questions. Everybody's a human being, so everybody's got their life to tell and their stories. So I don't want to dwell on a lot of crapola. I mean, not when Tim's such a cool dude and got a lot to talk about. We'll probably talk a little bit about his hobbies. I won't reveal that yet. One of his hobbies is electronic stuff, but we'll get more into a detail on that later. And we'll kind of talk about our friendship and the little points at which we've met up. So have a great rest of the day. It's a wonderful, beautiful Tuesday here. So I hope at least it's the same where you are, or things are well, even if it's stormy. All right. So again, always remember, when you step out your door, you're in everybody else's world. They're not in yours. So just make it good for each other and think about that other person. Because another thing is that the most important person in that room is the other person. If we think about them, then they can think about others and even us sometimes. If it's not a selfish thing, though. All right. That's it. All right. You guys have a great one. Enjoy the rest of your day again. And this is it for Hammer Away for now. We'll see you tonight, 7 p.m. Central Time with Timothy Gaines. Take it easy.